One huge problem that a lot of music artists have is planning all of the tasks that they have to deal with for a release. Because not only do you have to make the music, you have to distribute it, create a marketing strategy, create social media content, register with PROs and Song Trust, and a whole lot more. But not only do you have to do all that stuff, but often there's a specific order that you have to do it in. And as a result, you end up doing what I've done and using something like ClickUp or Notion to keep track of your tasks. But what if there was one platform that you could tie together music distribution, task management, file management, publishing administration, EPK creation, etc., and it would even sync to your Google Calendar so you can keep track of everything? And what if it did it for less than the price of 2 cookie butter cold brew coffees per month? I don't know if you've tried these things, but they're freaking delicious. Well, that's what we're going to talk about in this video. This is the platform called IndieFlow, and it does all the things I just mentioned and more. You can think of it as an all-in-one music management platform for the modern independent artist, or something like that. Now, IndieFlow did sponsor this video, but they didn't tell me what to say. What they did is they just gave me access to the platform, they gave me a tour, and they just want me to show you everything that it can do. All right, so let's dive in. If I go into the back end of IndieFlow, this is what it looks like on the inside. You can think of this in 3 main categories, but there is a lot to do here. But the 3 main categories are planning, releasing, promoting. There is also a Find a Mentor area. There's also all these other cool things like AI Pitch Generator, Merch Designer, EPK Creator. We'll get into those as well. But the main areas are this plan, release, and promote. If I click on plan, this is where the ClickUp, Notion, Asana, Monday.com aspect is going to come in. If I go to projects here, I could go and create a project, and let me zoom out. They have releases, marketing, tour, and video shoot. So if I click on release, there's all these presets. You can also make a blank project, but let's say I want to plan a full release window. And it tells me that based on today's date, this release would go out on January 9th, just based on the schedule of activities they have in this project. So if I click on that, it's going to make us a brand new project for this full release plan. And this is the overview, but you can go into the task list. And this is going to show us all the different tasks that are associated with a full release plan. So, first of all, it's going to have you do essentially like the next day, upload all your files, prepare your audio in WAV and FLAC in an MP3 version, prepare an instrumental master version, which is important for sync, alternate versions of the song, create lyric documents. So this kind of basic stuff. You can go in and you could edit any of these tasks as you wish. You can also add your own tasks as you wish. You can delete tasks, of course, and you can even go into the details of a task. Let me zoom out again, and you can assign it to people. So I'm the only one in here, but you can invite your team members to IndieFlow, and then you can assign them different tasks, and you can assign status to these tasks. So you can delegate across your team or band, and it doesn't have to be the team per se. Then you can add description and stuff and assign files to specific tasks. Now, if we go down a little bit to some of the more advanced tasks per se, you can see that they actually integrate the other features across the platform. So upload your final tracks and create a listening link. You can go and create playlists and upload your files. Like, it just takes you right to the place you have to be. And for example, also, create an EPK or releasing your music, distribute your music, set your release date, register your songs in Sound Exchange, register songs through Pro. If you distribute through IndieFlow, make sure you mark Manage Publishing. So cool thing with IndieFlow is they will register with your PRO for you. So you don't even have to deal with that. You still want to register and have an account with your PRO, but they will go and you don't have to go to log into BMI and add all your track information. They're just going to do it for you if you're distributing through IndieFlow. But you can just click release your music, and that's going to take us right to the area that you can release your music. And a lot of people ask me, this is a super common thing that people say with DistroKid and TuneCore and whatever. I have this project and I already have all these files. How come I have to keep re-uploading these files when I'm working them? I already have them uploaded to the system. And this is a cool area where IndieFlow kind of wins out in that aspect. If I click new release, so this is just if I'm distributing something, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here. If I go to upload an image file, you can just upload a file if you want, but you can also select from your projects. So let's say you're doing a waterfall release and yet you keep having to re-upload the same file. In here, you'll just see all the files from your projects, and you can just grab them because they're already uploaded. So you don't have to worry about also having on top of your distributor and also ClickUp, also having a master Dropbox or Google Drive account where you have all these thoroughly organized files. You can essentially cancel all of those, the music distributor, the ClickUp stuff, and whatever, and just have an IndieFlow account. So it's also, in addition to kind of saving time, it can also save you money, which, as we know, as an artist, is often important. Another cool thing you can do in this projects feature is playlists. So if I go inside of this full release plan inside of my projects, there's this playlist tab. And in here, you can make a playlist. And then inside this playlist, you can add cover images, tracks, and then you can share this with people. So if you want to share the audio files you currently have that you're planning to distribute, or if your project is for a live show, maybe you have other assets that you're putting in here, but you can add all your tracks. Like, I don't know if you have like footage that you've recorded from previous live shows and need to share it for some reason. You can make a playlist here and images and then share it with collaborators and get feedback and all that. So I'm not going to walk you through every single one of these tasks, but it is pretty all encompassing. And obviously these aren't going to apply to every single person, but most of these tasks are actually pretty great. Crop your artwork to fit story, create a TikTok marketing strategy, change your artist pick, update bio, create a release link to send to your favorite fans, upload your lyrics to genius.com, right? So it's a pretty all encompassing list of all the little things that as artists we have to deal with, and often we forget. So it's just on one hand, this like kind of checklist system works, but they do also have different things if you're working on a tour. Set up your first live show. There is more stuff on the tour aspect that we'll cover later as well, but they do have tasks if you're trying to plan a show, plan a marketing strategy, etc. Now, as I mentioned, you can upload your files and manage them in IndieFlow. So also there's this track library. So you can add your tracks, and then you have all of them in one place with your metadata, and you can share with people and all that jazz. And we can go to the calendar. And as I mentioned before, you can sync this to your Google Calendar so that if you have all these tasks that you have to manage, it'll also sync up to your Google Calendar. I live my life by my Google Calendar. Like every aspect of my entire day, all my meetings, all the videos I have to shoot, whatever, I block off time for everything I have to do. So to me, a tool like this would be useless without having it be able to connect to a Google Calendar, because you're not going to log into IndieFlow 17 times a day to check, okay, when's the next thing I need to do? You're going to want to hook this to your calendar so you can just keep track of, okay, I need to get this thing done. I need to pitch my song, pitch my release by December 10th, etc. Right? So here I actually just switched into a demo account just because I haven't distributed anything with IndieFlow. I wanted to be able to show you what it looks like once you've distributed stuff. But if I click new release, you'll see here that you can upload your image, your primary artist. You can do additional primaries, labels, license holder, release dates. If you have a UPC code that you want to attach with it. And then you can create, and of course you upload your files and all the other metadata stuff you would have to do for any other distributor. So that's not necessarily exciting, so I don't want to waste time showing you that. But they do have some tracks distributed here as well. So I can click on a track, I can go in and I can see certain things like there's you can do splits and stuff here. You can also see like your royalties and publishing information that comes in as it comes in as well. Moving on to the promotion aspect, this is where you can create a few different things. So you can create an EPK, and you can create a release link. There's also an AI pitch generator, which we'll come to. But the way the EPKs work is actually quite clever because it's just a very simple EPK that you just enter your information. You don't have to worry about designing the site. It already looks good. It's got all the information you need. So you basically get all these empty sections that you can just go and throw your content in. So you add your little bio, your image, your artist name, all your different links. You can add your tracks, and you can come in here and you can actually just select from the tracks that are already in the system. You'd upload your photos, a full bio, videos, articles, and have all that down here. Now, then once you have this, you can actually send this as a proposal. So one thing you can do is you can send this as a link, of course, but you can also invite with email. And in here, they actually list like a ton of venues in here with the capacity of each venue. So, if there's a venue in here that makes sense for you to contact, obviously you could hit them up yourself, but you can just go in here and find venues and send this to them with a message directly to your EPK. But they also do have release links. This is just a simple link where you can add all the links and share it, kind of like a smart link. You're not going to use this in Facebook ads, although they mentioned that in 2024, they want to really like expand this aspect of their site to make it better for marketing and other purposes. But right now, this would be a link that you would just use to share to friends, family, business partners, collaborators, stuff like that. You probably wouldn't use it in like a Facebook ad campaign, for example. Now up here in this assets area, in addition to those two, there's the AI pitch generator. There's also a short music video and a Spotify Canvas. So for example, if I go to Spotify Canvas here, it's going to load up this like video editing thing where you can go to videos and you can upload like video clips. So now we have this video clip here. I can just drag it to fill the area. I haven't watched this video, so I have no idea what's in it. But then you can go and add like text on it and shapes and stickers and images. So, if you don't have access to a video editing software, you don't know how to make vertical videos and cut them to the right length, this is a convenient tool to have so that you can simply make Spotify Canvas videos. And you could use a free stock footage site to download video clips if you don't have video of yourself. And then that's all cool. Now, additionally, you can also use this tool for short music video. So it's the same kind of thing. You can upload video clips here, and it's just a little video editing platform for you to upload audio and video and text, etc. Because again, a lot of people, which always surprises me, don't have any access to a video software. So either you have to get an app on your phone, which isn't nice, or if you have iMovie, then that can work good. But a lot of people don't have Macs. So it's just a handy thing to have here in addition to all the other features. By the way, over here, there's an example of a Spotify Canvas that one of the members of the IndieFlow team made using this built-in tool. So as you can see, you can customize and add graphics and text on top of an existing video and cut it up into the format and export it with the right length to throw right onto Spotify Canvas. So inside of IndieFlow, they have this AI pitch generator. And so in here, let's say, for example, you wanted to send a pitch to venues for your alternative project in a creative writing style. I'm going to click Get Pitch. This is AI. I'm guessing some type of chat GPT, but I'm not actually sure. But it spits out an AI-generated prompt. So the Symphony of Life, an independent minstrel weaving tales of the alternative. So obviously I chose creative here. So this might need some trial and error to figure out what makes sense for you. You might need to add stuff to it here as well. But then let's say you love this. You can copy it and close out of here, go to the EPK creator, and we could go make a new one. I'm just going to grab actually I will make a new one. Call it test. Now we have an EPK, and then we could go to send proposal, and inside of IndieFlow they have this select venue feature with tons of different venues that you can choose from. So you can see the location, you can also see the capacity, so 280, 200, 300, 700, and let's say you wanted to play in the Belasco. I don't know what that venue is, but then you can just paste your pitch here, customize it, and send it off. So, if you pre-make your EPKs with this AI pitch tool, it gives you a big head start in not having to make something from scratch. That's the hardest part of anything. And that's why often people go to Google and they'll look for EPK templates or pitch templates for Spotify, venues, etc. Because you don't know where to start. It's not that the thing you're writing is that complicated. You're basically just trying to see, I want to play in your venue. But there's certain ways you need to do that, and you can use AI to give yourself a head start, directly contact the people here, and send them your EPK that you also made directly in IndieFlow. Now, if we go back to the homepage dashboard, this is where you see a lot of basic information about your music as a whole. So you have your royalties information. You can connect with Stripe and cash out directly through Stripe from IndieFlow. You get your social media followers, so Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Of course, you have to link them if you don't already have them linked. You see your weekly Spotify streams, which I believe pulls directly from the distribution backend. There's top tracks here. You can look for different time periods, all streams or whatever, and Spotify playlists and top countries. So it gives you kind of just a general overview of all your stats. Obviously, you're going to want to use Spotify for artists and YouTube Studio for analytics and etc. But just a nice way to just be like, okay, how am I doing? Same way that you would look at like the DistroKid stats. You're not going to be looking at those through main stats, but it's nice to be able to just like when you're already logging in, be like, how am I doing as a whole? You might have noticed that throughout this interface, there were a few things that mentioned scheduling calls with mentors. They do have this Find a Mentor area, which is pretty cool because it lists all these different people who are available to hire for $75. Obviously, these prices might change, and I don't know if different people have different times. I think it was for like a 50-minute call or something. It's going to pop up this big Stripe checkout that I'm going to close. But, you book a call with someone who has expertise in certain areas. So you're looking for help with TikTok marketing, contact a Ty. You're looking for help with artist path to success or, whatever. You just can contact and book a call directly with that person, which is pretty handy. And they actually have different discounts you can get as well. And with this, we're going to transition to talk about pricing. If we take a look at their pricing page, they have 3 main packages, but they do also have a free tier. Now, the free tier does have limitations, like only 5 megabytes of storage, and you can only distribute singles. You can't do albums and everything, but any of their paid plans give you unlimited storage, unlimited distribution, publishing administration, etc., EPKs, artist pages, but their higher tiers give you additional features, so such as the artist development sessions, 2 free mentor sessions, and a 30% discount on all mentor sessions. And then the artist manager one gives you 3 managed artist accounts, a personal artist development manager, and 15% discount on member sessions in addition to all of these perks as well. But if you want 25% off, because right now even just $8 a month is already less than 2 cookie butter cold brew coffees per month. Those things are great. And you can get 25% off any annual plan using the coupon code Andrew Southworth, which I'll put on screen somewhere here. And also, as a bonus, anyone that signs up using my code is going to get an extra artist development session included as well. And if you're wondering what an artist relations manager is, basically it's one-on-one access that you have through these artist relations sessions to guide you through publishing, promoting, and booking from like actual people who are industry professionals. So it gives you access to a certain resource of people that you can ask questions for all the little things that come up with anything related to, as they said, publishing, booking, and promoting. So I have a link in the description if you want to check it out. They do have a full 30-day money-back guarantee policy as well. You could also sign up for a free account just to play around with the features and see if it makes sense for you too. Thank you very much to IndieFlow for sponsoring this video. Thank you for watching. If you want to look up some other music marketing content that I have on my channel, I have a ton of videos. You can check out this one right here, whichever one I think is the coolest. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.